2 months ago, Nina and I landed in Vienna, Austria as we began our journey traveling all over Europe. Needless to say, it's been a memorable few months. In this week's episode, we will bring our trip to a close with one last adventure at a scenic suspension bridge in the Austrian Alps. Spending the last 4 days in the Amalfi Coast, we will need to travel over 750 miles from the bottom of the boot in Italy to catch our return flight to the States, leaving from Vienna, Austria. As you probably could have guessed, that involves some long travel days.
We just had the most intense ordering experience of our lives. I was like, tell me what you want, tell me now. So I ordered this. I don't know what it was or how much it was when I ordered it, but it's delicious.
We've been waking up early for these really long train rides, which are great for editing, but the combination of waking up early, being slightly concussed, and then get some coffee.
You gonna go to the restaurant car?
It felt good to get up and stretch the legs. We were fortunate to have 2 pit stops on the journey, with the first one being in Florence to catch up with a college friend who had been living abroad. After seeing a bit of the city, Nina was excited to eat at a restaurant a friend had recommended to her called Zaza's.
Wow. Mickey, do you want to introduce yourself? Hi. We're calling this my birthday dinner because I really wanted to come here. It's not even close to my birthday, but it's kind of expensive, so we need a justification.
Since we wanted the local tour, Mickey took us outside of the main tourist sections to get us some authentic gelato.
All right, Mickey says this is the best gelato ever.
No pressure.
But before we knew it, Mickey had to go and we needed to get some sleep before another big travel day.
What'd you think of that gelato, bro?
Like so authentic where the taste tastes like the smell.
It was so authentic, I didn't like it.
Wow, I agree.
Yeah.
Then it was on to our next stop.
A pro tip for not paying for bathrooms. Always try to go to the bathroom on the train right before we get off instead of waiting till the train station. Even though it's not as nice, you don't have to pay for it.
We discovered that finding cheap food while riding trains all day can be a challenge. As a result, Jordan and Nina used one of our short layovers to venture away from the train station to get a bite.
Find out that there's a kebab place a minute away from the train station. I'm about to come back. Nina rolls up. She's like, all right, just order. We're going to order something. Roll up. We get 3 doner kebab and I pay with card. Basically, she's like, the transaction doesn't go through. I was like, tried to pull out a different card and they're like, no, it's not your problem. It's not our problem. It's just your problem. Yeah, and he's like, there's an ATM like down that way at the station. And then he continues to make our kebabs.
We said we don't have cash and our train leaves in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's like, that's fine, makes our kebabs.
Hands us our kebabs.
Then we just walk away. We're like, we don't have any, and he's like,
The generosity of the local shop owners was the kind that makes you want to pass it on. After some more rounds of get that pirate's booty and some naps, we finally made it to Austria. It turns out that the train system used to get to Mayrhofen was so small that you could only buy tickets from the conductor himself. Cash only. Like the kebab shop worker, he too was kind enough to let us pay not only after the train, but after the connecting bus ride as well. I could already tell that I was going to like this place. The small town local feel reminded me of home in Jackson, Wyoming.
So we got to Mayrhofen just fine. Our only problem now is that we don't have Wi-Fi or service, and we only know the name of our hotel. It's kind of going on a goose chase to find it. Jordan mooched some Wi-Fi off this other hotel. Wow, what a hero. Onward.
Once we figured out where we were going, we realized just how far it was from the train station.
We are on the total edge of town, right next to the mountains. Look at that view. Oh yeah. And it's cold outside, so refrigerator it is.
I enlisted the boys' help for the planning of these last few days. So we kind of divided and conquered for the plan, which turned out we're coming to Austria, which we're in now. Jay found us the place to stay, which is great. Supposedly they have an excellent breakfast that's included.
So I found this item in the bathroom, and you get one guess to figure out what it was on.
After settling in, we went out for dinner.
I really wanted schnitzel tonight, so we walked all over town trying to find schnitzel.
Wow. Let's go. That's huge.
It was a big thumbs up from us for the authentic schnitzel.
998 subscribers. Will we hit 1,000 by the morning?
How do you feel about being here when we hit 1,000 subscribers?
I feel like it was mainly because of me.
None of the videos with you have even been posted yet.
Yeah, but they know it's coming.
The next morning, we woke up extra early to be able to enjoy our breakfast before the taxi came.
How was your exceptional breakfast?
Fan of this bread.
Whoa. Thoughts, Nina?
I'm focused on something else.
We were all a little on edge when we found out that the driver didn't even know if the toll road needed to reach the spot was open, but we decided to take the leap of faith anyways. As we passed a green light at the checkpoint, we figured it was a go. It felt good to hop out into an empty parking lot. Just as we thought, we were going to be some of the only people up there.
So we got to Austria, found out the bus wasn't running anymore where we wanted to go. So we decided to take a taxi even though it was really expensive. The goal is to be the only ones up at the lookout. So we'll see if the taxi helps us achieve that.
It's great. That was incredible.
Getting up here was pretty easy. Let's just hope they show up to take us back at 1:30 so we don't miss our train and can get to the airport on time.
Seeing how beautiful it was at the base got us extra excited to get to the top.
Bum, bum, bum.
Doing our research online, we heard that this hike would likely exceed our already high expectation. Now it was time to see for ourselves. Even though the sun was still down, it was time to start hiking up. Before we even got halfway up, Nina realized she was low on water and wanted to put our filtered water bottles to the test.
Ooh.
I wanted to do this the whole trip, and now on our very last day.
Oh, she did?
Oh, very cool.
Is it tasty?
Yeah, I'm not a water snob.
Do you think because it's our last Europe video that maybe you should explain our water system?
All right, so we got these two filtered water bottles. We were just trying out two different ones. And we've never paid for water on this trip. We just fill up in bathroom sinks, mostly bathroom sinks. Or our hotel saved this running brook and then filter the water. And there you go.
Oh my goodness. He's literally an animal.
He's desperate. He doesn't have to.
He's desperate. This is what people that don't have filtered water bottles have to do.
Someone help. I don't need a water bottle.
The hike itself took us about an hour and a half to reach the mountain hut.
So this is my first self-vlogger one. Check this out. We're in the mountains. We're in Austria. We're at this little like hut thing. We got Jay and Nina all the way down there.
That little guy's Nina size. It's all boarded up.
And they always have a restaurant. And throughout the day, they serve like breakfast, lunch, dinner. People that hike up can order drinks. And then if you stay at the hut, you automatically get dinner and breakfast and food.
And then you cry because the view is insane. Look at that go.
As much as we loved the hut, we knew that the suspension bridge was what we came for, so we needed to keep going. To our surprise, it was only 5 minutes up the hill. Now it was finally time to sit back and enjoy the view.
Driver to come pick us up at 1:15. We overestimated time and left super early so we can for sure make our train later. We've got hours up here, getting all the shots that we want and more. Almost no one up here. I assume in the summer, this place is absolutely insane.
The last time backing up the travel tribe. I hope we get sponsored someday. This thing was awesome.
Even though we gave ourselves a generous amount of time up here, with a view that good, I will always leave wanting more. But we had a taxi to catch. On our way down, we couldn't resist enjoying the hut one more time.
Probably only saw around a dozen people on today's hike. Considering that, yes, we had to pay more for a taxi instead of a bus, and honestly, it's kind of worth it to be up here all by yourself, have as much time in nature, not feeling rushed by bus schedules and things like that. So highly recommend trying to find a way to go when it's not crazy busy.
When we got down to the reservoir with some extra time before the taxi came back, Jordan and I went for a swim.
Timer has been started. Going on 3 minutes.
Are you coming in?
No.
I'm doing this for you.
Oh, thanks. No, I'll remember this, taking the videos. If I had my wetsuit, maybe. We made it back to the base, and the parking lot that we got dropped off on this morning that didn't have any cars in it now is completely full. And we passed a ton of people coming down. So even with the bus not running and it being off season, it hasn't stopped people with their own cars or rental cars. 2, 1, 3 minutes. Wild animal. All right, get some clothes on, dry yourself off. At our taxi.
And just like that, it was goodbye Austria.
Tord, close your mouth. Oh, little naners. Wake up, we gotta make it. Come on. Oh yeah, we gotta put all your body weight on it. Up on.
Let's go to their platform.
Is this our last train? Whoa.
We definitely made the most out of our 15-day Eurail pass.
We have quite the dinner spread. Brought to you by Hopper, just the way we started. Hummus, bread, macaroons, raspberries. Oh yeah,
Pizza pocket.
We have been on this train for 5 hours now, and we just arrived at the main Vienna station. The train's been packed, and now it's absolutely empty. There's no one on it except us.
A few months ago, I was sitting right here in this little Vienna train station for the airport, and I had no idea how to use anything with trains, and I was kind of freaking out. So being back here a few months later, I feel super confident in everything I've learned.
With only 4 hours until boarding, it seemed pointless to pay for a hotel that night. So we curled up and found a cozy spot in the airport to take a nap. When we woke up, we grabbed some food at the bougie airport lounge before hopping on the plane to fly back home.
We're going home.
Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video and the series. If you want to watch our Europe series from the beginning, here's the link. It's really fun to see how much we have grown as travelers, video editors, and most importantly, as people.
This marks the end of our Europe trip. This was our last adventure here in Austria. It was beautiful. We saw so many incredible spots. We want to invite you guys to go out and do incredible trips like this too. There's never a perfect time to go and travel. Go and do it. See things you've never seen. Do things you've never done. In the end, it's always worth it. Thank you guys for following along this whole time. As always, hit that subscribe button. Send us a like and comment down below what your favorite video from our Europe trip was and why. We'll see you guys in our next epic adventure. Peace.